Hey everyone, I'm Seren the Healer, back with your love reading by design for the month of July. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an archetype card for the month with this deck. This is our Sacred Forest Oracle. Then I'm going to pull our message with the LightSeer's Tarot, and I am going to pull one love card for each design type within the sign for each reading. All right, so we're gonna do that for each video and see what kind of messages we get. Ooh, okay, so I see this as a situation where basically you're sidestepping some bull. You're using your intellect, your mind, your logic in order to maneuver in a specific way to get back to your center. So this could literally be like a strategic weekend getaway that you schedule at a specific time of year every year in order to, sidestep a quarterly planning meeting. Like there's something that would have caused you a lot of emotional anguish that you have maneuvered around in pursuit of your mental health, your self-care, your personal time. We got 2 3s. But I feel like it's new. It's So when I said it's a trip that you take every year, this is the first year. But the idea is to continue to do this. It feels like this is the way that you are shifting your energy in order to start a new, happier cycle. And for generators, generator Sagittariuses might be dumping somebody this month. This might be a situation where you are deciding to not necessarily cut ties, but you're lessening the amount of intimacy, the amount of access to you that this person has, the level of intimacy between you and a specific other person. So it could either be the person that you've been in a relationship with for a while. This is a 9, so it's somebody that you've known for a while. So it's either someone that you've been in a relationship with for a while, or it's someone you've worked with for a while, somebody that you've known for a while now. And I'm not really getting a specific source for the catalyst, but I feel like it was an energy that affected it affected your heart space, but in a way that you were able to logically work your way around. So it's like somebody did something irrational. Somebody did something that wasn't very smart, you know? And yes, it hurt, you know, but like, you know, like cheating. Like, it was not in their best interest to lose you at this point in time. Like, they needed you more than you needed them, but they did. And so logically, you're like, okay, you're lost, too bad for you. But emotionally, you're really affected by it, right? And so with this energy, in this new place, you're wanting to start over. So you're lessening the access that this person has to you. And it might start out with you going out of town for a bit, you know. Manifesting generators. For manifesting generators, I feel you either caught somebody in a lie or you caught them cheating. There's something a truth that comes out. You find out the truth about something, and it prompts you to switch from heart to head, basically. So this person, this situation, all of the things that they were doing, it was protected by the fact that it was in the heart realm, the heart space, you know. This was a person whose actions were being overlooked. They were benefiting, you know, from the doubt. They were getting the benefit of the doubt because you loved them. But this truth cut through all of that, and it switched you into your logic. That's what I'm getting from manifesting generators. For my manifestors, another 9. I feel like the manifestors are acting under a suspicion. It's an intuition, it's a dream, or yeah, it's either a message that you received in a vision. Last week we had the vision archetype for the weekly, the weekly horoscope message was about us all receiving a vision. I feel like the vision that the manifestors got, you guys are pretty sure of what and who that pertained to. The emotion that you felt when you saw that vision was what you needed in order to be clear enough to move on this. And your move is to limit somebody's access. And it could be just limiting their access to your heart space, you know? And so you're in a position to where you're like, all right, logically, it doesn't make sense for us to completely cut ties right now. We're both going to lose money, you know? So even though you're not in the relationship bubble with me anymore, we are going to go ahead and finish selling this house, or, you know, whatever it is that you, the other ties, the other connections, the other reasons why this person is in your life, you're willing to just switch from heart to logic and say, okay, you know, let's go on ahead and wrap this all up, because I'm going to Cabo or whatever. Right? For the projectors. Projector Sagittariuses. I feel like you're more focused on what you're moving towards. You're making this switch from heart to head because of something that you are looking forward to gaining later on. You're feeling like that's what you need to do in order to bring happiness back into balance, back into the equation for yourself. In order to get your footing, to get your balance, to get to a place to where you are, where you can see happiness as a possibility. You've gotten really bogged down in something, some kind of energy. It's like one of those situations where you've boxed your happiness out. And by that, I mean, it's like, I won't be happy unless blank, blank, you know? And I don't believe that the thing that's in the blank is possible or it's gonna happen, you know? Like, I won't be happy unless it rains right now. And it's like 10,000 degrees out, hasn't rained in years. Like, so you completely, by setting that limitation on your happiness, you've completely rolled it out and it's not possible anymore, you know? So for the projector Sagittariuses, it's a need to look towards something else. So say, for instance, it's rain that you need in order to be happy, and you're wanting rain right now in order to be happy, but the energy that you're calling into yourself is, okay, looking to see about moving to a place, London, like a place where it rains all the time, instead of sitting in the middle of the desert and demanding the desert to rain. You're going to make the necessary adjustments, right? So in that situation where you're like, I'm not going to be happy until it rains. I need to feel rain on my scalp on my shoulders. I need to stand out in the rain, and that is what's going to make me happy, right? So from that place, literally just going and getting the price of a flight to Seattle, or getting a price of, you know, a place where people know that it rains all the time, right? Like looking up that information and realizing, hey, if I do this, this, and this, I can afford that ticket in this much time. That is a step towards what you're wanting. And so it starts to loosen that energy around you're happy, right? And so your mood increases. You literally start to feel better just from making the steps. And so I feel like that's what the projectors are moving into. It's like getting the energy lined up, making the plan, looking in the direction of the thing that you actually want, instead of demanding it to come to where you are, instead of demanding it to be right now as things are, like I need this to be different. You are looking where it is, looking to where it is, and focusing your energy there, and you start feeling happy right away. For these other 3 readings, these were all things where the person is actually going somewhere. You're actually limiting somebody's access to you. You're actually going out of town. You're actually, you know, doing something, and the happiness happens, you know, as a result of that. It's like you feel better then. But this is a situation to where it's like a instant energetic shift. You make a decision, and then you look out into the world and you see something that supports that decision, and you're like, all right, this is a thing that can happen. This can be real, you know? And so you allow that to make you shift into a place where you start to feel better right then. And then we have reflectors. Reflectors are in an energy where they feel like something has been taken away from them. They feel, you're feeling vulnerable. You're feeling unsafe. And I don't feel like it's a physical unsafe, like you think someone's going to, you know, be violent or you know, something like that. And I definitely hope not. But if you do, please, like, don't just ignore that, you know. Find somebody that can help you and get out of that situation safely. But what I think it is like an emotional vulnerability, like someone read your phone while you were in the bathroom, you know. It's like someone hacked your email, or someone, you know, it's like a situation where someone that you trusted did a thing that you never would have expected them to do. And so now you're questioning, like, am I safe with you? Like, what other things are on that list of stuff you would do that I never would have expected, you know? And so it's a need to switch into your mental space in order to stop the emotional space from making you spiral, right? So it's like you're switching back and forward. Like you feel a thing, and then you like start thinking thoughts based on that, and you're spiraling around from that, right? This is like a need to go kind of towards the logic, the black and white. Like, okay, I trusted this person, and I was able to trust this person before, but now that I know that they've done this, I no longer can trust them. So now I need to do blank in order to get back to happy, right? So it's like, kind of like what I said with the projectors, making that decision so that you can move the energy towards the thing that you want. As long as you are still stuck on how could they do this to me, why would they do that to me, what did they gain from doing that, or I thought I could trust them and I'm so stupid. Like, once you move on from those thoughts, then the next step is to get into your logical mind and be like, okay, now what? Am I going to quit working here because I don't feel like, they have my, like they care about me, or like what happens to me? Am I going to quit because I don't feel like they, are reputable, or like they have integrity? Am I going to break up with this person because, I can't put anything past them anymore? And then once you make that decision and you start making moves toward it, start doing research about it, start finding out, start putting out resumes, that sort of thing, you instantly shift into that place where you can feel better. All right. Whew, so this one was really heavy. It was really heavy, and I'm looking forward to reading for Sagittarius again next month, honestly, because I want to see what comes of this, what happens. We're always talking about wanting to balance head and heart, not be so far into the emotional to where your life is in shambles, not being so far into the mental into where your heart is closed, but being somewhere in the middle of that spectrum, right? But even with that balance, the art of balance is making the small adjustments, right? And so in situations like this, you benefit more by shifting a little into the head, shifting a little into the head when necessary, shifting a little bit more back into the heart when necessary. So this is a shift towards the mental, not to stay forevermore, not to shut down and say I'll never trust anybody again, I personally am in an energy of that right now, to where I'm constantly making tiny adjustments. Like, yeah, this hurts, yes, this sucks, but I'm not going to let it change me and who I am and how I deal with people going forward. All right, that got personal. I do have a Sagittarius placement. What? Anyway, like I said, I'm looking forward to reading for Sag again next month to see what happens, because I don't like it sitting right here. But this is the ultimate goal. As long as we keep that in perspective, we're gonna be all right. So if this is helpful to you, please, like, even if you don't know if it was helpful yet, please come back and engage with me. Drop a like, a comment, share it, all the things. Okay, I am over the moon when I see comments and I see likes on my videos. It makes my day. So if this helped you, if it resonated, if it affected you in a good way at all, I would love to know about it. All right, until next time, bye now. This moment